You probably heard a lot of business advice, but not all of it's good business advice. In fact, some can cost you thousands of dollars. Stick around to the end because the last one is absolutely the worst, and it ruins businesses before they even start. Falling for bad advice can keep you from being successful. As a CPA, I've seen the same bad decisions made when they take bad advice, and I want to keep you from falling into those same traps. Bad business advice number one. You probably heard this 100 times. Follow your passion and the money will come. Or how about this one? Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Sounds great, but there's a problem. It's not really true. At least not in the way most people think it is. I've worked with plenty of small business owners and I can tell you, passion alone won't pay the bills. I've seen people drain their savings, rack up debt, and even walk away from businesses they loved because they followed this advice blindly. Now, I'm a firm believer in doing something you love, finding that business that you can do every day. But I gotta tell you, it does become a job at some point. People follow this advice because it's a romantic idea. The thought of simply loving something will make me successful. Social media and motivational speakers push this narrative because it's inspiring and it gets them lots of likes and clicks. The belief that hard work plus passion equals guaranteed success, not necessarily true. The harsh reality, passion doesn't create demand. Just because you love something doesn't mean people are going to be willing to pay for it. Running a business involves the mundane things like marketing, accounting, customer service, problem solving, sales. I knew a lady that decided to purchase a business, an existing retail business. She decided that she's going to cash out her retirement savings to do what she loved. The business she purchased had a sterling reputation, very popular in the tourist town it was located. It had a great location, it had been there for years. She went in and changed the store. She redecorated to her vibe, changed the type of merchandise to the things that she liked. She closed. She lost her retirement. She did not follow what the market wanted. She did what she wanted. This advice breaks many of the fundamentals. It ignores market demand. The most successful businesses don't just sell what the owner loves. They sell what people want and need. It downplays the business side, the mundane everyday business. It makes people feel like their way is the right way rather than realizing they need a real, better business model. Do this instead. Find the demand first, then find it where it fits in your passion. Your passion may not be profitable, but a sub-niche of your passion might be. Think like a business owner, not just a creator. Ask, who needs this? Why would they pay for it? How do I reach them? The lady I spoke of earlier would have been wise to keep the store the same and to test certain changes to the decor and items to sell from the shop slowly over a period of time. She had a winning business model. She just changed it. I want you to do what you love. But if you want to make money doing it, you have to be smart about it. Passion is great, profit is better. The key is to align what you love with what people actually want and are willing to pay for. Hey guys, my name's Jason Schmidt. I'm a CPA, author, side hustler, and unfortunately, I've seen some bad decisions made on bad advice. So let's get into bad business advice number 2. Now it's time for another dangerous piece of advice, and you probably heard this one too. You have to spend money to make money. But let me tell you, this is how people go broke fast. Now don't get me wrong, investing in your business is important, but spending money without a plan is gambling. This just sets yourself up for failure. I've seen people throw thousands of dollars at their business before making a single sale thinking they're investing. What they're really doing is digging a hole that they might not be able to climb out of. Why people follow this advice? Well, big companies and flashy entrepreneurs push the narrative. The best equipment, the fanciest website, the rent is the beautiful office, and successful follow. Fake it till you make it. It's an easy excuse to overspend. People think they're being smart by investing when they're actually just spending. It feels fun. Buying the new things feels fun. It feels like you're moving forward when you're really actually just spending money. The harsh reality is spending money doesn't guarantee you'll make money. If you spend before you validate, you might be wasting a lot of money and spending money on things you don't even need. The most successful businesses start lean. They focus on what makes money first, then reinvest. Let me give you an example. I've seen this happen several times. Somebody comes in and they spend thousands on a website, branding, a fancy office, beautiful furniture, a receptionist. They answer the phone and greet clients as they walk in before a single client is even had, before they've even made the first sale. Then a few months later, he still has the fancy office and the fancy furniture, but he doesn't have a reception and he has very few customers. He thought spending money was the key, but really what he needed to focus on was sales and a marketing strategy. You know, this kind of advice can keep you broke. It confuses spending with investing. It assumes more money equals more success. But spending without a plan is failure. It ignores lean business principles. You gotta be lean and mean to go. What to do instead is start small, prove demand, and reinvest the profits. Instead of a $5,000 website, just start with a simple landing page. Instead of renting an office, work from home or use a co-work area. Reinvest in revenue-generating activities first. What actually makes you money, like sales and marketing. If spending doesn't help you get more customers, then it's not an investment, it's an expense. Use free or low-cost alternatives in the beginning, like free social media over paid ads, free scheduling tools over premium software, bartering services instead of hiring expensive professionals. Plenty of business start as side hustles with almost zero investment. And we have a video on that. We talk about that on this channel all the time. I know people who've started a service-based business with nothing but a landing page, a Facebook page, and a phone. Once they got paying clients, then they reinvested into better tools and better branding. Yeah, sometimes you do have to spend money to grow. But if you're spending money before making money, it's not investing. Start lean, focus on what actually makes you money, reinvest once you have that revenue coming in. All right, we've covered some bad advice, but this last one is the most dangerous of them all. Just start. The rest will figure itself out. Wow, that sounds inspiring, right? Just start and the rest of it will be figured out. Believe me, this is how people lose money, waste time, and burn out fast. I get it. Taking action is super important. We talk about that starting today in almost every video. But starting without a plan, it's like jumping out of a plane hoping you'll figure out how the parachute works on your way down. I've seen people dive into business without thinking through the numbers, the strategy, or even the basic steps to make it money. And guess what? The rest never figures itself out. They just end up overwhelmed, out of money, and wondering what in the world went wrong. People believe this advice because there is a such thing as paralysis by analysis. It is a very real thing. CPAs get stuck into it all the time. Business owners get stuck into it all the time. So many people get stuck overthinking. This advice is meant to push them into action, which is good, but not always good. Motivational speakers and social media gurus glorify the jump first, learn later mentality. People assume successful entrepreneurs just figured it out along the way. They didn't. Well, not completely. The harsh reality is that action without direction leads to wasted money and effort. Not planning ahead, you'll spend more time fixing mistakes than making progress. The most successful business don't wing it, they execute a plan. I am now working with a client. He thought he had a plan. He thought he was ready. So when I looked at his budget that he had written out, his advertising spend was 10 times his budgeted amount. What happened? Well, he saw every salesperson selling ads or a gimmick as this is the marketing I need to jumpstart my business. And he bought it while ignoring his own plan. When I was looking at his customer pricing, it was nowhere near what it needed to be. I asked him, how did you come with this? I don't know, it just seemed right to me. No plan equals no financial control. If you don't know how much it costs to run your business, or if you overspend or underprice, there is no financial control. Random action equals random results. If you don't know who your customers are or how to reach them, you'll struggle to make sales, falling for every marketing scheme that comes out there. Fixing mistakes is expensive. It's cheaper and easier to plan than to fix costly mistakes later. So what do you do instead? You do have a plan. Make a simple plan before even starting. That doesn't mean it has to be a 50-page business plan. It can be just one page. Ask yourself, who am I selling to? Who is my customer? What am I selling? How do I reach them? What's the pricing strategy? How will you track your profits and expenses? Start with a structure, not just action. Set small, clear milestones. Oh, I'm going to get 5 paying customers. Track progress instead of just going with the flow. Test before going all in. Instead of quitting your job, start it as a side hustle. Instead of spending big money, try a minimum viable product, a small test version of your business. Oh boy, I know what's coming now, Schmitty. Goal setting and action plans. That's right. Everyone knows what to do, but so few actually do that. I think I say that in every video. It should be my tagline, but it's true. Yes, action is key, but smart action beats blind action every time. Instead of starting and figuring it out later, start with clear direction. A simple plan will save you thousands of dollars, months of frustration down the road. I love the Zig Ziglar quote. Y'all know I'm a big fan of his. If you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. Bad business advice that can actually keep you broke instead of helping you build your wealth. I know this is boring and not flashy. It's not a get-rich overnight scheme. I want this channel to be more than that. I want it to be about building success, real success, and not just clickbait for you to waste your time and money on a 10-day program to make your first million. Those are BS programs. All right, so here's a recap, and we're going to go over the bad advice, and I want to give you your key takeaways. Follow your passion, and the money will come. Passion alone doesn't pay the bills. You need a model that aligns with market demand. You have to spend money to make money. Spending isn't the same as investing. Start lean, prove demand, and reinvest wisely. Just start, the rest will be figured out on its own. A lack of planning leads to wasted time and money. Start with a clear strategy, not just blind action. If you want to build real wealth, you need to make smart business decisions, not just follow feel-good advice. Every dollar you waste on the wrong moves is a dollar that could have gone toward your success. The most successful entrepreneurs are not just passionate, they're strategic. They don't just spend money, they invest it wisely. They don't just wing it, they execute a plan. If you're serious about making more money and building your real wealth, you need a clear goal, a clear strategy, and accountability to keep you on track. That's exactly what my 90-day goal and action plan program does. In this program, we will work to set a clear, measurable goal for your business, break it down into actionable plans, and set milestones for you to hit. Every 2 weeks, I'll check in with you to make sure the progress is going and adjust as we need it. Normally, the program is $9.95, but I'm offering it to the first 5 people that call in right now at half price at just $4.97. This is your chance to get expert guidance and accountability at a fraction of the cost. Remember, building wealth isn't just about working hard, it's about working smarter. The right strategy, the right path, and the right execution will put you on the path to real financial freedom. So stop following bad advice, start making smart moves, and let's build something that actually makes you money. And keep on hustling.